Welcome back to Season 12 of Friday Night Fights. This time around, Charles and I are covering Division 2B. So, with me, as always, is Charles.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Charles?
Unprepared.
Yeah, this is a weird week because we didn't get a lot of notification on what divisions we were getting, when the divisions were starting. Just everything seems kind of rushed this week, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I kind of wanted them to decide the divisions before the finals because it's just two teams playing, right? So
Right.
they could have told us beforehand. There was no time for us to do anything, so...
Yep, so you get what you're given. It's not our fault. What we're going to do this week, we're going to take a look at everybody's teams because everybody in here has been around the block a few times, so we don't have to make introductions on new teams.
Oh yeah,
coaches.
some familiar faces.
Yeah, some familiar faces. So this will not be our regular format. Our regular format will start next week after you guys play your games. And of course, 2B was the last one to get all checked in, weren't they? They're going to be the Trouble Division again. So,
I think there's a person who didn't accept their invite yet.
oh yeah, in this division?
Yeah, so
Yeah. What?
one of the last ones to accept their tickets.
Yep, it's going to be a pain. I can see this is going to be the problem child division already.
No, they're gonna come good after this one. It's just
hey,
just a little...
You're defending
Bump.
them. You're just defending them because you were late to this show tonight. So don't. That's all. I see what you're doing here. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be good from the second point one.
Yeah, it can only get better from here, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Let's jump in and take a look at the first team up. Is Ace Trucking Company. Let's take a look at his roster now. Ace Trucking Company's been around for a long time. They just took a loss because, of course, somebody has to play their game right away. While we're still waiting for all the coaches to get settled in, because that makes the show that much better.
Well, at least I like the commitment, the fact that they were ready to go. And
yeah, I'd rather have them play too early than too late. That's true.
Exactly. Yes.
Interesting piece here. He's got a Wrestle Hobgoblin with Dauntless.
Oh,
that's kind of funny.
Yeah. So if we had to bet who's gonna die from this team, I would pick this guy. I don't think he makes it through the season.
I gotta be honest. I've never had a Hobgoblin live for 4 levels, let alone. I mean, that's just insane. And he's a piece that must get in the mix a lot. He's got Frenzy as well. That's a crazy piece.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's not a ball carrier, so protecting him is harder than protecting the ball carrier.
Yeah, nice ball carrier.
And yet, he's alive. Nice job.
A Blodge, Sure Hands, Movement Up Hobgoblin. I mean, I hate to talk about the Hobgoblins, but they really are pretty good looking. A lot of claw on the team. A lot of standard things. You know, a grab, stand firm. Let's see, a couple movement busts on some other Hobgoblins, but I mean, they're a dime a dozen. You can get rid of them. Blocker with a movement bust, but he can still stand up on his own. He's fine. Other than that, team looks pretty good. I mean, Ace Trucking Company has been around for a while, and they do kill teams, so this will be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah. What do you think about the dodge on that blocker?
Which blocker number? I can't see.
The number 5?
I don't know. Maybe he picked that up in the. I don't know. That is weird. Maybe it was a.
Yeah, I would like some horns there or something like that,
Well,
just to kill better.
I would have taken a jump up there, I think, but everybody's different. Maybe if we get him on the show, we'll find out what that was. Maybe it was a misclick, which that would be funny if it was. All right. Other than that, team looks good. I think he'll do well. I know, is it kicks or quicks? I can't remember. But he was up, I think, in Rel 1 for a long time. So I don't know. He just must have had a bad series here. But you would think he would be doing okay. I mean, he's got plenty of pieces here that can get it done. All right. Let's take a look at our former clanmate and traitor, Zia Zeta. Now, his team's pretty well known.
Oh, yeah. It's a nasty team.
This is a really nasty team. I do not want to go through this Division 2B. To be certain, I do not want to go through it. Lots of claw, lots of warriors with block, dodge, stand firm, tentacles. Always funny taking tentacles on a strength 4 piece. I'm not sure why. That's kind of in vogue right now. A lot of people are doing that.
It's kind of weird. I guess the accumulation, having more than one of them, makes it better.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to watch him and see how it plays out.
Yeah, he did a lot of things, but he couldn't get it done. Nice strength up Beastman here that he's got. And movement up Beastman. I mean, he's got all the tools to get. I mean, he can take it again. I mean, I don't know. Did he win his division last time? He made it to the playoffs. I remember. He was doing really well, but I don't remember if he won his division. But he's got all the tools that can get it done now. I mean, this high of team value, Chaos is one of the scary teams.
He made it to the playoffs, I think, one season before the last one, and in this one he was like middle of the road team on Division 1.
So he got stuck up in Division 1 and just took a beating.
Right.
But it doesn't look like his team took a beating.
Take a beating, but he was not able to get a spot into playoffs.
Yeah, I meant with like his record. He probably got less wins than he should have. Or, I mean, his team obviously didn't get killed. He's got plenty of pieces here. He lost a Chaos Warrior at some point. But other than that, I mean, the core of the team looks pretty good. And now he's got block on that warrior, so he should be fine.
Yeah, and he was able to hang with the best of them, so
yeah,
should be a contender for this one.
Yeah, there's two hard-hitting coaches. Let's take a look at the Grody Greens. Team sounds familiar. I don't remember where I know it from. Now this team looks a little damaged. Let me see. He's got his Nurgle Warriors. They're all...
Oh, yeah.
What happened here? Something happened. He must have got promoted, is what I'm guessing. Maybe he won. I'd have to look at the sheet, but I bet he got promoted from something. Let me pull my sheet up if I have it.
It's actually a pretty old team. So he is in the process of rebuilding. This team comes back to Season 7.
Good lord.
So
he was in Division 1.
He's a fighter. He's in there always rebuilding. I like him.
Just looking at this, though, I mean, other than those two, like his Beast of Nurgle, it's fantastic, Strength 6. And then he's got a Pestigore with just a kill stack Pestigore. The rest of the team looks fairly fresh. So, yeah, I mean, if he's been here that long, he's obviously just rebuilding. But still, it's a Nurgle team with plenty of good pieces to still destroy. So you can't count this one out either.
And they are pretty trim for this division in terms of TV. So maybe if they do something good with the inducements, they can... But it's not looking like they're going to have an easy time over here.
He doesn't... Well, he's got one Pestigore ball handler, but that ball handler does not have block yet, so it's going to be a little difficult for it. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to watch, see how he does. Let's take a look at Yeti to Conquer. Now, I was just blinded by these uniforms. Good lord. That's hard to look at. Let's take a look at his team here. Plenty of skills.
Ooh, armor up.
Yeah.
On the Yeti.
An armor up on the Yeti. That's kind of funny.
Well, I guess you wouldn't pick movement on the Yeti, but the armor up feels weird.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you're not gonna... Well, it's just gonna have somebody with claws gonna stand next to a piece with claws, so that's kind of... I guess you're assuming they're not gonna want to stand next to you. He has tackle, so he's got enough... I mean, he can kill stuff fairly well. With Frenzy. That's interesting. Let's see. His Berserkers, I think the Berserkers on these teams are the ones that get it done. Looks like he lost one recently, so he's rebuilding that one. The other one has what, armor bust. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Your kill stack piece has an armor bust. That's
he needs to go, right?
Well, eventually. I don't think you can go now because you're in a killer division. You gotta keep him running until he dies.
But he costs so much money, maybe you can do something with the inducements if you cut him.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Maybe. It's 190.
EV6 is so...
I guess it just depends on the Iron Masters if he's gonna play for a playoff spot with it, or he's just gonna... This is his rebuilding season. I don't know. He's got two nice strength 4-up pieces, though. I mean, those are really nice. Other than that, everything looks like it's been freshly built at some point recently. So, again, this must be another team that's coming in looking to rebuild. Let's take a look at Rex Longbone's One Cheese team. This team how did Rex get to this division? Do we know? Let's take a look. He promoted from Division 3 Challengers Cup. Oh, Rex. Rex. You won the Challengers Cup. Clearly this gutter runner with movement 10, edge 5. That is a sick piece, but wow, you got up into a killer division. This is going to be a rough season for you, or it's going to be the greatest season of your life, I guess. That's hope for the best here. Storm Vermin with a move bust, edge bust, but who cares? He's just your killer piece. He's built two Storm Vermin pretty much identical. They're just kill stack and ready to beat people. The interesting piece is the movement 10, edge 5. gutter runner. I wonder if he's doing a lot of one-turns with this piece. That would be my first guess, is that he's doing a lot of one-turns.
He's a hybrid one-turner that can sack, I guess, with the wrestle.
Yeah. I mean, this is an interesting team. I want to see if he stays alive the whole season, or if it just goes down the toilet from here. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Well, he has like 3 important pieces, so should probably be able to protect them.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
Yeah, that's it. You hope. But my only concern here is that when he was down there and won the Challengers Cup, there were still teams building tackle. But by this time, I mean, all the teams that came down here, a lot of them will have tackle on their killers already.
Yeah,
so that's going to make a big difference. And he's got a lot of chores.
I think there's dwarves. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. In fact, let's take a look at the dwarves. Stump Force, PDX Bosco. I'm not familiar with this coach. Let's take a look and see how he got here.
Pass block. Is that a pass block?
He was promoted from Division 3, re-rolling a backfill. So I don't know if he sat out or he came back into the division. This is an interesting team. Did you say pass block?
There's pass block on that runner.
It's got leader on this
runner. We're seeing some interesting builds, unless Rebbl.net is lying to me, but it tells me Durex has pass block.
Let me take a look. Yeah, he does. I gotta be honest, I thought that was block. I'd never seen pass block before. Yeah, that's interesting. Kickoff return makes sense. You want to get a little extra movement. Leader for a cheap reroll. Fend. I don't know. I'm not sold on Fend, but maybe he's up higher than me, so I can't argue.
If you're not rolling doubles, I guess the Fend is a good choice for this play.
Looks like he lost the other runner and had to rebuild. Blitzers are... Looks like both of them are going to be punchy blitzers. And his Troll Slayer's got the kill stack started with dodge. He's always got a blodge Troll Slayer with guard. That's an interesting piece. And another... Is that... let's see what this is.
And they have a Death Roller. I don't think Death Rollers are meta. Might be wrong.
Well, I like when people don't go meta. Death Roller with block, guard, grab, and multiple block. I gotta say, that's not a bad piece at this high a TV. It'll be funny to see how it does. We're gonna have to catch a few of those games. I don't think it starts with block, though, does it? You had to roll that. I guess once you roll that, then you keep it, because you don't want to get rid of it. Armor 10, strength... Yeah, I think you keep that. That's kind of funny at this TV.
He has a bribe stadium to keep him on the field.
Yep, and if he keeps his TV trimmed low, I mean, he's one of the lower in the division now. He can get a bribe or two. So, that'll be interesting to see how that works out. I look forward to actually seeing that.
A lot of interesting skill choices in the division.
Yeah, I like the Longbeard with strength 4. That's a nice piece. Stand firm and guard. So, I mean, he's got some tools here. He could do some fun things with that. Our old friend, Volpeskinylka.
Oh, yeah. He was so good on the season we covered him. Boy, excited to see him again.
I keep telling him to change that name because nobody can pronounce it. And then he took his team here as an homage to the Dukes of Hazzard TV show from the 1970s.
Yes, and he always made it clear that he loved that show.
Yeah, he loved that show. He made it clear.
Yeah.
So
he wouldn't stop talking about it.
No, he loved it. He was just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. So he's got to be outraged right now. The first episode of the season, and I'm already teasing him about that. No, apparently this is some. You kids listen to some kind of rap music, and that's what this is all about. Let's see. His Bull Centaurs. Look, I gotta say, how did he get here? Let's take a look, because this team looks a little bit underdeveloped to be all the way up here in 2B. But he's been around a while. He promoted from Division 3. Oh, he made the playoffs. So he made the playoffs. That bumped his points up. And now he's up here. But then again, if you're in 3, you can go to 2. So it's not that obscene. It just feels like a few of these players from, I'd say, number 7 to 9, they only have guard or guard mighty blow. So he may have lost those recently.
But they are very efficient.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He only has one claw on this whole team right now. And
okay, so he needs to learn how to roll some doubles and then
doubles. Yes, he rolled double on a blocker, got strength 4, which is always welcome. Other than that, he's got a guard kill stacker with no claw. So, boy, I think if your next skill is not a claw, you have to cut that piece, right? Because That's just you're wasting kill stacking without claw. I don't know. That one's a hard one. But then again, his killer is AV8, so he doesn't really have a threat piece here that I would work.
A lot of teams have soft targets and hard targets like this team. Yeah. So you can have him if you're gonna target hobgoblins, and then you can use some claw guy to target the AV9, AV8s. So it's okay to have him, I guess.
So just keep him keep him on the wings and look for opportunities.
And by the way, this is one of the guys that inspired me to play Charves on Clan League. I took a lot of plays from his playbook, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm excited to learn and see how he developed, see if I can steal some out of his game.
So you watched him play, and it
yes.
inspired you to play Chaos Dwarves. Huh, that's interesting, because, you know, you have do you know what team I play, Charles?
Let's not get personal. Yes.
Ouch,
you
that's
play
hurtful.
Charves.
That feels like you just wrote me out of the will. That was very.
Of course, after you, he was one of the people who inspired.
It's too late, Charles. Oh, that is hurtful.
So hurtful.
It's starting already, Charles. All right.
Hang on. To be serious, his playstyle is so solid.
Is it? Okay. I should probably watch him too, is what you're saying.
I love watching it.
All right. I'm gonna have to watch him too then. Shut up, Charles. Can I start with the Brazil jokes yet? Is it too early?
Save it for week 2.
All right. Let's take a look at Blighty Moe's. Another team I'm not familiar with. Let's take a
current top of the league.
Oh, there you go. Blighty Moe's is, what did you say? He's top of the league.
Because they have a win and nobody else has played.
Oh, okay. He's a transfer from G-Man Division 2, so that's why I've never heard of him. Let's see his name here. Convention, I can't figure this out. Beast of Nurgle with guards. It's got block and guard. Oh, there you go. Once you get block on a Beast of Nurgle, it's pretty much set. I mean, all you gotta do is stand firm and you're done. You took guard. That's okay. Nurgle Warrior's gonna level up claw. Man, he's got 3 claw on this team. These Nurgle teams, and the 2 that we've looked at so far, scare me to death. Good
yeah, it's the Nurgle apocalypse. Yeah. We've been talking about it for a while, and it's here.
For 2 seasons, we've been saying that if you guys don't start killing these Nurgle Warriors and these Pestigores, it's gonna get ugly, and now it's starting to get ugly.
Right.
And they've been in like 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls, so it's coming. Edge 4 on a Pestigore with hands, block, dodge. Man, that is a good looking Pestigore. I think that's your moneymaker right there. He doesn't have I don't see a kill Pestigore though. It looks like he's just doing his killing with the Nurgle Warriors.
He might have lost one recently.
That's true. Oh yeah, number 6 has been a fresh player, so maybe that's where he's coming from. All right, that's a team I do not want to face. Hopefully he gets promoted and then he gets relegated or something, or relegated below me.
Not in the same division. Yeah.
Luminous has the Gourmet Governors. Vampire team. Now, how did Lumi's a good coach, so I do not plan on giving him any advice other than uniform advice. He should change those. And he came Division 3 reroll backfill. Okay, so Lumi has a reputation as knowing how to play the game, which is kind of like the opposite of my reputation. And comes in with a vampire with strength 5, movement 7. So he's also got a movement 7 vampire. So on vampires, I think our friend in our clan league plays vampires, and he's unhappy with his team because he's not getting any stat ups. Lumi's already got 3 stat ups here, and I assume by now most of the people in this division will have played vampires a few times. So this is going to be interesting to see if somebody takes vampires to the next level, or if this is kind of it for him. Just looking at this skill list, he's got skills to score, but I don't see a lot of skills to kill. So this is going to be interesting. See,
this vampire team is gonna have good matchups against probably Charles if our friend Sam has taught us correctly. So he might be in a good position to win games, but I just wonder how much damage is gonna be directed to those vampires, and is he gonna have enough draw to shield them from all the murder that's coming?
Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of kills on this team, but with the Blodge stepping vampires, there's always just easy scores. Let's take a look at our next team. Murdery Space Elf Troop, Motley. I can't remember if we covered Motley or if I had him in my division. Let's take a look.
I love the team name.
Yeah. Let's take a look and see how Motley got up here real quick into this division. Promoted from Division 4 Challengers Cup. Yeah, see, I think I played him. Or maybe we covered him. I can't remember. Everybody starts to look the same at this point. He got promoted up here. He made the playoffs, so his team looks very thin. Very, very thin. He lost a Witch Elf, so he's down to 1 Witch Elf. He's only got 70k in the bank.
A lot of guard. That's good.
Yeah, a lot of guard on an elf team is always annoying. This is going to be one of those seasons. He's trying to rebuild in a killer division with teams that are, you know, I mean, he's got tackle teams in his division that are just going to pound on him. This is.
I mean, he can win because of how efficient his team is. He's but
gonna get
again,
a ton of inducements.
It's the damage that's gonna.
I think he's gonna fall into the trap that you fell into, where you have a decent team and you can't really rebuild while you're getting murdered. I think late towards the last season you started to rebuild okay, but
oh, I had 5 players at some point.
Yeah, I remember that.
That it's sometimes it's painful, but being elves, you are on a permanent state of rebuilding. Yeah. His team doesn't have any special player, but it's a horizontal team, which is good for dark elves in my opinion. So I think they can win if they manage to avoid horrible murder. If they just take 1 casualty, 1 death a game, they can keep rebuilding.
Yeah, I like what you're saying there. I just worry that his skills are guard. So how much basing up do you want to do when you're already this thin? I mean, I would think you would want to disconnect from the enemy and spread out. But
last season every single guard guy I had died. So, so let's hope it doesn't happen to this team.
Yeah, I don't like sticking guard on pieces to just get murdered. Let's take a look now. Romanian Rebels. I did play in the division with them. Coach is pretty good. His team is still. I still think this team is a little thin for this high up a number, but he won the. I think he won the division or won the playoff game that he was in. So he got promoted up. He's got a nice movement 8 Witch Elf that can do some work. Strength up Blitzer again. I was getting a strength up or guard piece is nice, and he's got a guard piece. So his team's looking okay. You'd have to look at it. You're the elf professional in this co-hosting duty.
Yeah, I think it's a horizontal team. I like to see that. My team could not be horizontal because of the death, so I had to protect just the special pieces. But I like what I see from both of these teams because they don't have all their chips stacked on 1 guy or 2 guys.
Yeah.
Everybody is evolving together, so if they manage to just lose a little bit of players, they're gonna be able to keep those level 2s, level 3s, and this is where the team shines. I like it.
Now, what about the runner?
It's debatable because it's another AV7 piece. You already are carrying both of the Witch Elves, and just alignment could do some of the same jobs, but let's see how he uses it. He is the dedicated ball carrier.
Alright.
But everybody could be a ball carrier in this team. Let's see what happens.
They can all control the ball. Bogue Bombers is a friendly face from the division we covered last season, wasn't it?
Right.
Now he came in, I believe, was he one of the Euro Cuppers? Or Euro gamers?
He was.
Euro
yes.
Cuppers, yeah. So he came in, I put up some really impressive wins that he just kept chugging along and getting wins. And what did he do? Win the division. I can't remember if he won a playoff game or not.
He lost the playoff game to Undead.
Right.
I think it was the only playoff game I watched.
Yeah, he also lost the uniform battle. Because Charles, what do those uniforms look like? Do they look familiar?
Oh, it's a beautiful uniform with the checkered bronze.
It's the worst uniform ever. No, it's your grandma's dishcloth uniform.
He was inspired by my team's uniforms, I guess.
Yeah, that was it. He doesn't even know who we are. I don't think he ever watched the show. You have an ogre here. He doesn't. A rookie ogre here. He likes to throw. Yeah, I don't remember watching a lot of his games. He's got everything you need with humans. It's just he's a little behind the curve, I think, with the rest of the people. And this is another team where I think you're gonna have to do some really good coaching here to not get murdered.
Yeah,
he's got some
I
guard.
remember some of the games he got into trouble in his division, and he got some favorable roles.
Yeah.
So in this division, if he gets into trouble, he will probably pay for it dearly. So he's gonna have to be more solid or not go so crazy for the win, I guess.
Right. He's got a move 9 catcher who can do things, but in this division it's gonna be rough. He's got some blodge pieces here. He's gonna be facing a lot of tackle, so it's gonna be interesting. His first season, when he had all those block dodge pieces, it was great because hardly anybody had tackle. But now there's so many pieces with tackle in here, it's gonna get ugly, I think, quick. Let's take. Oh, here's another familiar face, Ran the Mad. Bring out your undead.
Oh yeah.
I think he was our division winner for uniforms last season. That was a very proud moment. I think he... Oh, don't question me on this, Charles. Do not question.
His friend Onania won the uniform battle, but he might have been second place, I guess.
Okay, Charles. This is why you're not in charge of the show, Charles. I'm
the
never
people
wrong.
remember.
I'll go back and edit the tapes, and I will be right. I guarantee it.
Okay.
All right. Tomb Guardian with Mighty Blow, Guard. No block yet on any of these Tomb Guardians. That's kind of rough. You hope to get something like that. Looks like one of his Tomb Guardians did die. Blitz Raws look pretty average. Throw Raw with a little extra movement and a strength up throw Raw. That's a nice piece. With Wrestle, that's interesting. So I guess that's not your ball carrier if he's going to be wrestling people. And
yeah, he talked about it a little bit. It's an interesting choice, but he likes the idea of having just somebody to act as a safety, and he is a super safety with that strength up.
I got you. And more guard. So he's got a lot of guard on this team. He's got a lot of tools, but I just think, again, there's another team where I think you've been promoted probably a little too high, but this is either going to make or break you. You're going to get better or you're going to get dead.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they rushed him up so fast because of the team he plays. He's going to be stuck with those Tomb Guardians not being able to
they're so expensive
to get away from the claws.
Yep.
But I gotta say the coaching is very strong in this team.
Oh yeah.
I just wondered if they can escape the claws. They're gonna do fine if the damage is not that much because he's one of the most solid coaches from the division we covered last time around.
Absolutely, you're gonna have to coach your way out of this.
Take a look. He has 2 Blitzras on the brink of leveling up.
Yep.
And a Thrower as well, so his team's gonna look pretty good in maybe 1 or 2 games when they get those level ups.
Yeah, the only problem I see is that you're probably gonna be playing without a player every other game. I mean, just as many strong teams as you face, you're bound to have a Tomb Guardian out for this game. So it's just like every other week you're gonna have somebody out, and it's just gonna it's either gonna snowball or you're just gonna destroy people. Let's take a look at
that's true.
Last team is an admin team, Hasseldorf's Home Wreckers, which again sounds like a familiar team, but we can't look at it because this is an admin roster.
Yeah, I guess it's a Chorf team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Dwarf team.
It's a Chorf team, I remember that. I just don't remember what his team was, and he hasn't accepted his ticket yet, so I don't know if he can still get in or what. Or if it does, maybe they just edit the team to make it work.
Right.
Alright, and let's...
He might have to lose the first week because the game was played, but I don't know for sure.
And who's top of your leaderboard? Ken's Blighty Moe's on top of the leaderboard with 1 win, 1 solid win. Let's take a look at the first week's schedule here real quick. Romanian Rebels might get a bye week on the first week of the season, which stinks. Bogue Bombers Murder Your Space Elf Troop. That's a nice even matchup for those two. Random
Who do you pick?
Oh, do you want me to pick? I wasn't even going to pick at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Oh,
let's pick.
All right. I'm going to take the Bogue Bombers in that one.
I will take the Dark Elves. I think they can outmaneuver the humans and be more consistent on offense.
Well, I think the tackle stops the elves, so there you go. Gourmet Governors versus Bring Out Your Undead. This is a good matchup for Bring Out Your Undead, as they get a lighter team, but a great coach. So, I mean, in this game, I'm going Gourmet Governors, just because.
Yeah, I have to pick them as well.
It's hard to pick against. Didn't Lumi win the Super Bowl at one point? So it's hard to bet against Super Bowl caliber coach.
I just think a good Hypnogaze anywhere, and the Camry offense is done for, but the Bring Out Your Undead showed some unconventional strategies around dealing with the wizard. I wonder if they have something unconventional to deal with the vampires.
I'm gonna have to catch that game because he does have a really good defense. That was weird, so I'm gonna have to take some notes on that one. Now, Blighty Moe's and Ace Trucking Company has already played, and I picked the Blighty Moe's, and Charles picked Ace Trucking Company, so this one's already decided. It's weird how that works. I get a point already.
I cursed it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Boss Hog Outlaws versus Ars Gotia, which I think that's the game of the week. At least that's the one I really want to see, because that's two kill teams, and if they kill each other right at the beginning of the season, that's going to hurt both of their seasons going forward.
It could change the whole division.
It could change
depending
everything.
on how much damage.
Yeah. I mean, just even taking like two of the killers from each team go out, or one killer goes on out, it changes week 2 then, because you're like, oh, there's no killer here, and it depends on who they face next week. So, oh man, this is a heck of a game to start the season. In that game, I am going to take Boss Hog Outlaws, just because I still feel betrayed by our former clanmate, whose name I will not mention anymore.
I will. It's a difficult one. I think Boss Hog Outlaws, because they're gonna have a lot of inducements if they manage to win that coin toss. I mean, if I could pick whoever wins the coin toss, that's what I would do, but let's pick Outlaws.
All right. I think in that matchup, though, I mean, Chaos has got to be favored, just because Chaos Dwarves always struggle against higher strength teams, and then this is a higher strength team with block and strength. It's gonna be ugly. Stump Force versus the Grotty Greens. I don't know anything about either of these coaches. That's the problem. Who do you like in this one?
I like the Nurgle, I guess.
Okay.
Just because they are Nurgle.
Okay, let me take a look here.
And that pass block is not gonna be used against
That's an
a
interesting
Bastion.
choice. Yeah, and Grotty Greens come from Division 1. I want to take the opposite of you, but I can't. So I'm gonna take the Grotty Greens. One Cheese versus Yeti to Conquer.
Oof, Dirty Norse beating on Skaven, but I think Skaven win the game, even though they get
This is
beat
a
up.
fairly even match. You know what? I have to take One Cheese in this one. I'm gonna go with you, Rex Longbone. Get it done, because I do not want to see those pink uniforms on those stupid Norse. I can't look at that again. Brutal. Give him the business, Rex. Explain to him why those are a bad uniform choice. All right, Charles. Any news around the league you wanted to discuss?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
we're starting off. There's no.
I'm just glad the season's got started now. Remember how I complained all season or off season that there was no OI and I didn't get any games for like 6 weeks? Can you guess which person in our division got the first bye week? Just a wild guess, Charles. Who would that have been?
That's sad.
Oh
okay.
God, Charles, that was me. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? All right.
One more week without playing for you, then.
One more week. Yeah, it's not like I was.
Oh,
what?
We have some news. It's go pick up a clan or make your own clan and come play on Clan League with us.
Oh no, not with us, Charles, but look for a clan to join.
Against us, okay.
Although, now Charles, we had a really bad season, so
we're gonna win this time. I'm sure of it.
Is it because
we had 2 developing seasons, and now we're gonna have our winning season?
I gotta be honest, Charles. It feels like we cut the dead weight, so maybe we are gonna have a good season.
I'm not gonna say that.
Ooh, In our time of need, he left us, Charles. That's rude. The worst season we've ever had, and he bailed on us.
To get rid of the curse, he had to cut.
Is that what it was? He did us a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. By joining.
He took off the rings to keep the fingers and stuff.
Oh, okay. Or he went and joined Ornan's team because he got an invite from Ornan. So rude. So rude.
Yeah. They paid a bigger salary than us, and we are also losers in that clan league. But
that's very true.
I think this is the time. I'm feeling it.
All right. All right, everybody, we will start a regular season next week after we get some results. So please, if this is your first time listening to the show, please know that it can only get better from here. It can't get any worse. So hopefully we entertain you. What's that, Charles?
If I can add something at the end, it's some people have told us they like highlights. They would like us to watch some plays and comment on them or show the best plays of the week.
Yeah.
We will not be able to do that without your help. If you have one of those plays for us to watch, make a clip, send it to us. We're going to watch, we're going to show on the show, but we're not going to be able to do that on our own.
Yeah, so if you have a play that you want to submit to the show, just contact Charles or I, and this season, the person who submits the most clips of cool plays that we use in the show will be eligible for a prize at the end of the season. So
I like that.
I know, it's so exciting. I'm gonna get you people to send in clips one way or the other. But yeah, Charles and I can't sit and watch and pull out every single clip. So that's just crazy.
Yeah, but we already have a lot of preparation around this.
So do we? Charles, you were eating noodles 10 seconds before we started. What are you talking about?
This is the first week.
Okay. All right.
My salary is not here yet. When it gets here, I start being professional.
Charles, you don't get a salary this season. I'm sorry to tell you. It's contractually.
Okay, bye.
All right. See you guys. Take care. Have fun on your first games and
see ya.
Try to get a win. See ya.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, welcome back, sports fans. As you know, I am Wolf from Ajax. I am Rebbel's unofficial uniform czar. I go through, I look at your team, see what you did right, see what you did wrong, and one of you will walk away with the best dressed team in the division. Division 2B. Let's take a look at this outfit. Ace Trucking Company is not to be. Oh my God, these are hideous, Ace Trucking Company. Now you've been around for a long time, so people can't complain about your outfits, but I give you props for the A with the ace. That works well, but the lime green is never a good thing. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's just way too much nonsense going on there. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give you 3. Zia Zeta, my former clanmate, traitor, left our clan to go be with us, Super Bowl champion. Oh, big time. Let's take a look here. Red's not bad on Chaos. Yeah, the dark red works. It's not the best. It's kind of what everybody would do if they took Chaos. Let me take a look at your logo real quick. I don't even know what that is, but I approve. So you're getting a 6. Congratulations. The Grody Greens. I kind of actually like that you've taken something different here. Again, with the security armor, I'm not even going to go look. I mean, security armor looks horrible on any team, let alone when you're wearing blue pants and green. Get the hell out of here with that. Oh, you don't even have a team motto. What are you doing? Oh my God, it's like you're trying to... Did somebody tell you to come into this division and just to irritate me? Because that's irritating. Do you have no sponsor? Oh gosh. This is going to be a long season with you, isn't it? Yeti to Conquer. That's one of the better helmets. Not bad. You're wearing pink. Oh my God. No, I'm not even gonna take a further look at that. You did that just to troll people. I get it. You can't troll me. Human cheerleaders. Yeah, everything looks good here. So let's take a look. Oh, I can't see. Where is your stadium? Yeah, anything interesting? Proving grounds. Nothing interesting there. But on color selection and picking Norse, you get like a 1. So right now you're leading the division in worst dressed. Congratulations. Let's see. One cheese. Rex Longbone's been around a while. He hasn't been around long enough, though. I mean, who thinks I'm gonna go with the black and yellow stripes? It's gaudy. It's awful. It's horrific. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing about this I like. It looks like the old Denver Broncos first uniform from like the 1960s. Your logo selection is okay. Not a lot you can do with rats. Humans, level 1 stadium. Did you give yourself a motto? Alright, so you're a 2. I'm gonna give you, just because you've got a motto there, I'll give you a 2. I can't put you at the bottom yet. Stump Force. I'm stumped why you chose these colors. That is ugly. Let's take a look here. Yep. Boring. Brown on blue. Makes me puke. Let's take a look. Your logo's okay. It's one of the different ones, although I don't know what the Pigman dwarf is supposed to be. Okay. I'm not gonna argue. Now you got a motto, yeah. And your club, yep, you got everything. You're good. Dwarf cheerleaders. Alright, I'll give you a break there. You're gonna get a 3. Uh-oh. The Boss Hog Outlaws. Watch out for them Duke boys. No motto. Oh, still. I think I corrected him like 5 seasons ago. This team's been around a while. And he still hasn't learned his lesson. Good logo selection. It's not the best, but it's not bad. These outfits, no. Would not wear those out in public. These poor guys do not want to wear this out in public. It looks like a pirate shirt or something. You've got a pirate shirt on. Congratulations. Let's take a look at your club here. Human cheerleaders. Squig sandwich. 3rd level. Okay, 3rd ward. All right, well, them Duke boys are going to go get you, Boss Hog, so we'll see how that works out. Scale of 1 to 10, you're getting a 4. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better. Blighty Moe's. Prison Stripes. Everybody knows these are the worst outfits, unless you're a 12-year-old boy and you think they're great. Which I assume you're not a 12-year-old boy, because you're named Ken, and nobody under age 30 is named Ken. Let's see. You've got human cheerleaders, you've got a stadium, you have a motto, but you're wearing the pinstripe skulls. You get a 2. Sorry, bud. Remember, I didn't do that to you. You did that to you. Luminous Light. What's going on here? These are like the standard, every vampire coach takes these red, white, and blue. I don't know. That's an easy pick. I do like that you're wearing some kind of meats. I don't even know what that is. Like a turkey leg or a ham hock. Smoked ham, I guess. Smoked ham. It's sponsored by McMurdy's. Oh, you're the gourmet governors. I get it. Oh, it's all coming together for me. Look at that. I'm pretty quick on the uptake. Did you say gourmet governors, but one's called potato salad? All right. Well, you got taco here too. Oh man, that's not good. But just overall team, that's a 5. You can't go wrong with that vampire. There's nothing interesting. Oh, no team motto. 4. Ouch. That one hurt you. I know. I took a point away. Oof. Murdery Space Elf Troop. Oh, I've made fun of these guys before. Christmas elves. Nobody wants to see Christmas elves. I give you props for the interesting logo, but oops, bought the wrong iron book. Play anyway? Yeah, of course. Your team's been beat down, it looks like. Yeah, you know why they've been beat down? Christmas elves should not be out there playing BloodBowl against real elves. Ugh, that is just one of the ugliest uniforms. Beer stand, human cheerleaders, all good there. Scale of 1 to 10, 3. Let's take a look at the Romanian Rebels. Can't remember if I played them or I just covered them. Again, it's not as Christmassy, but just the green, it makes them look a little too winter green elves. It's not good. Oh, shocking stadium. Hey, the elf stadium. You got a motto. 4. I'm gonna give you a 4. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Bogue Bombers. Bogue Bombers, you know what you did wrong here. I think I've told you this before, but nobody should ever pick this outfit. This is one of the outfits that every team can pick, but it's a trap. Because, as I've said before, this looks like your grandma's curtains that she would have out at the old farmhouse or something. This is just not a good look for anybody. You do have your motto up. Let's take a look at your club real quick. Get your club. You got some dwarf cheerleaders. All good there. You are getting a 4. Bring out your undead. The team that I keep thinking is undead, but it turns out that they are not. They are Khemri. Good logo selection there. Let's take a look at this Team Guardian real quick. Not a bad color. I like the way the yellow and the blue pop. So Ran the Mad, you're getting a 6. You could have done better. I told you to re-roll this team, pick a better color, but you didn't. You didn't listen to me. Instead, you kept on trying to win. Well, all of you lose. I think everybody in this is not a real team, is it? Hazador's Home Wreckers. It can't be a real team. If this is a real team, he's gonna win with these outfits on that Chaos Dwarf team, because those are like a 7. Just not even bothering to look at it. But I don't think this is a real team. I think it's just a placeholder team. And is he the last one to get in? Probably. Still waiting to get in. Finns, if that is you, if this is your team, congratulations, you win this season. Really, your season's over now. You can retire a champion in the uniform battle. This is probably the 4th best Chaos Dwarf outfit there is. Let's take a look at your... Finns, you better have a motto, otherwise you're down to 6. You don't want to be tied with Rand. Then I have to have a tiebreaker. You don't want that. So that is all of the uniforms. You guys should all be ashamed. Not only are you guys slow to pick your tickets up, but you guys are also really bad at picking interesting colors and logos.